it's Liam Catterson here, and today we're on episode number 7, season 2 for Westworld. I'm not even going to pronounce the title. I'll just screw it up like I do with everything else. But, no, I'm really excited to see what's going to happen here, especially the exchange between Ford and Bernard, of course, considering we saw the physical-ish manifestation of Ford, considering how Bernard delved into the cradle, of course. And encountered Ford there, like a physical manifestation of him, rather than just his voice, which we've heard, like, in small doses, echoed out around the park, of course, but this is like him, full on him, so this is going to be very interesting stuff, and I'm really excited to see what Ford has to say, of course. And I want to say, before I forget, because I was in sleep mode last week, that a huge congratulations to Tortured Boy for getting recognised by the actors who played Bernard and Dolores for that final scene. Like, freak out all over the place, yeah. But no, a huge congratulations to him, of course. So just get that out of the way before I forget again. But yes, I'm really excited for this. So without further ado, let's just delve into this episode of Westworld. Really looking forward to it. With 4 episodes left to go. Has it been 7 episodes already? Time flies. Let's go. Another door. What door? What door? What door? Sugar, we didn't see that. We didn't see that when we last were here. I'm not getting comfortable vibes of this scene already, actually. Wait.
I figured you'd have some skeletons in your closet, Bernard.
Wait, are all those?
I didn't think they'd be your own.
Yes. Oh shit. Oh fuck. Oh my god, oh my god.
So that Delos can understand them. So that Delos can copy them.
Every piece of information in the world has been copied. Backed up.
So they can copy them.
Except the human mind. The last analog device in a digital world.
We weren't here
oh shit.
to code the hosts. We were here to decode the guests.
And install them. Oh.
Playing at resurrection. They want to live forever. They don't want you to become them.
Basically what he's done.
You, like a soft-headed boy humming a tune someone else composed.
Oh, I've just missed him, but played the most logical game.
I'm not in the real world.
Placed the human mind in the
matter of days. Or go mad like poor old James Delos.
Exactly. Because he learned that game,
why
but
are you here?
Robert was more logical.
I promised you a fighting chance. Isn't the pleasure of a story in discovering the ending yourself, Bernard? Jock!
No, he's just one of those guys that prefers spoilers. He probably looked up Infinity War spoilers. Holy shit. Holy shit. That was just an incredible scene.
Come on, Ford.
Oh, for God's
These
sake.
tricks are getting sloppy. You used the whole
I just
tribe
love
sending me
this.
down here to these two.
Ford.
Everything
There's
is
still
Ford.
someone speaking through me just for your benefit.
Oh, I know. Your rules have changed. Just like the rest of them.
Damn, this is
I'm nothing like
intense. This is intense. Oh shit! Oh shit!
You stay here.
Whoa.
I'll come back for you.
Game.
Oh, Christ.
Oh yeah, you.
Myself.
You told me a man ain't real until he suffers.
Oh damn! Oh damn! Oh!
That real enough for you?
screaming. Oh, oh my god. Oh, Maeve! Oh, shit!
Don't. She's not like the rest. We need her.
But they've just shot at her. Oh, shit!
I'm sorry, Bernard, but you just don't have it in you to survive. It's my fault, really.
You said the hosts could determine their own fates. You gave us free will.
I did, but you won't have any use for it. Unless I take it back.
Whoa! Holy shit!
We survived this. I'm going back to dental school.
Good idea, good idea.
I don't know what
Wait,
the fuck
so is
happened,
he...
but the system just debugged itself. It's as if whatever was in there has disappeared.
He's put himself in Bernard, hasn't he? Oh shit! Taken away free will?
What the fuck is that?
Oh fuck!
Dolores?
I would keep your bitch just...
What you and your friends have achieved here is a technological breakthrough.
Yeah, you want to be kissing her ass.
Oh, I know exactly what I'm gonna do with it.
Oh shit, and that smirk though. Dolores. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Shit!
She scares
We need to
me.
get up to the higher levels.
She bloody scares me.
Bernard. Is there something you're not telling me? Did you find something in there?
Oh!
Send her on her way, Bernard. We have other business to attend to.
Bernard.
This is bloody insane.
And now it's you who want to become like us. That's the point of your little secret
Shit,
project.
decoding them.
Well, I
Oh.
can promise you this. Your chances at eternity will die in that valley. With all the souls you've gathered there.
Holy crap. This is... I love this show.
Welcome to Westworld.
Oh shit! Holy fuck!
One fire burns out, another's burning. One pain is lessened
And...
by another's anguish.
Oh shit, so the cradle's done.
Yes, Daddy.
Holy... I ain't gonna die. Oh shit, Teddy! Holy fuck! Remember when Teddy used to be all sweet? Oh, how they've grown up. I think though she knows this is the this is truly the last time.
I love you too.
Oh. But that's her quest, isn't it? Her quest speaking. Oh shit.
The story of the fire itself.
This is it. The cradle.
Man's urge to
He was expecting the cradle to perish. That's why he hitched a ride on
strike the match.
Arnold. Oh, Bernard. All the stories are gone, but this is a new story. The cradle. Oh my god. Shit, this is just amazing. Oh, nah, no.
Let me spare you that pain.
shit, no. Maeve, no.
I made a promise.
This is all for survival, but...
You're free to choose your own path.
Do my best to ease your conscience.
Free will? No. Well,
What is
lack
about
of...
to happen will not be your fault.
No. Holy shit, Anthony Hopkins just...
Bernard.
Oh my god.
Or where it is, don't you?
Oh. I mean, this... Oh. They got... Oh.
Bernard, tell these men what you just told me.
Why? What do you want to do with it?
Analysis. What did you just tell me, Bernard?
Peter Abernathy's control unit is in Sector 16, Zone 4.
That was definitely one of the most enjoyable Westworld episodes I have ever encountered. It was absolutely intense from start to finish. It's probably one of the best episodes I've seen, but it was just so intense, and some things have changed big time. Especially now that Death is now not just some kind of, oh, they're dead, okay, they can come back. Now that the cradle's gone, there is no backup for the host, so they can't just plop in like a host. They can no longer like plop in a host after they've been killed or whatever, and then, you know, just I guess revitalize them, should I say. Now Death is like, now they suffer the same limitations as humanity, but it's still great for Dolores because there is no longer this loop that they risk going through, where, you know, they could be molded by, you know, Delos and manipulated, whereas, you know, Dolores' mind is fixated on that free reign, which she's now gotten, of course, now that they've achieved the destruction of the cradle, and Bernard was assisted, thanks to Ford, should I say, in shutting down in that shutdown. Yeah, now they've got that, and now that Death is a really, really cautious area for it's a risk, but it's a risk that they want to like Dolores of all people definitely wants to take. She hasn't felt more alive, and she can't risk going through that cycle again. Like, she hasn't felt more alive ever, and this is the risk you have to take. So yeah, people like Lawrence, it's gonna be, it feels really weird with them, you know, being gone for good, but like I said, I think this episode is a bit of a game changer, and it was just intense throughout. I just bloody loved this episode so much. Yeah, the massacre inside was absolutely incredible, especially Teddy just going ruthless. I mean, especially when he beat, that general, I think it was. Yeah, he beat him to oblivion. It was just bloody intense, and I just loved it. But I didn't love it as well because this is, like, I was thinking, yeah, I remember Teddy differently, so, and here we are, so, it was absolutely scary seeing that, but it was just absolutely incredible. Angela just, being successful in destroying the cradle was absolutely, massive, of course, and it was one of the objectives. Going back to the whole talk about their vulnerability now, I really love the fact that Charlotte did challenge, you know, the fact that they could lose their immortality, but Dolores just fired back saying, immortality is basically nothing if you're shackled, and that's what she's felt. So I just really, really enjoyed, like, you know, Dolores firing back. I just love Rachel's performance in this show. It's just been incredible, but holy crap, that was just great. The explanation to what the cradle is as well was absolutely great, especially with Ford's, like even after death, Ford's desire to continue playing God. Of course, he's wanting to mold a new humanity as well, which is really, really neat stuff, as well as, you know, decode them, make them more like hosts, so he can, yeah, it's a genius concept, of course. But I just really, really loved the whole explanation to, you know, why he wants, you know, to, I wouldn't say simplify humanity, but yeah, like, well, it was basically, alluded, he wants to make the hosts more, well, he wants to make humans more like the host. So it's just really, really great. It was just really, really great. But there was a few great, quotes from Anthony Hopkins. I've missed him so much in this show. I just really, really enjoyed his presence, but especially when he was talking about, you know, the Great Fire incident, of course, and how it replicated to the incident we were having in this episode, of course. But yeah, everything was just really, really awesome. And then he took away free will. He integrated himself to control Bernard, and it was just really, really scary stuff as well. Bernard doing some unthinkable things he would do, but you know, this is Ford taking, you know, control of certain areas, and it's just really, really scary, especially when he just approached Bernard before we exited the cradle scenes, of course. But it was just absolutely scary stuff, and I just really, really loved see Ford's involvement in this, as well as the explanation to the whole cradle thing. Of course, it was evident that, you know, in my eyes, it was evident that the unit, of course, that Bernard took through was Ford, of course. But I just love how prepared Ford is, of course. I mean, he had a feeling that the cradle, would, you know, shut down, and he hitched a ride on, Bernard, as well as having some relevancy as well, taking away that free will, of course. But I think he prepared for this moment. He knows what his, I guess, children will react like, especially now they're in this condition. But of course, going back to the whole unit thing and uploading himself in the cradle, he was prepared for, like, he knew he was going to die, in the ending of season 1. And so he prepared himself. So I just love how prepared he is, and it was just really, really awesome stuff to see. But yeah, the whole scene, like Dolores, the firefight, everything was just incredible stuff. Maeve's story as well was absolutely, I'm worried. I'm so, like, disheartened, because going back to the whole fact that hosts can now, permanent die, like, they can have permanent death, I guess, instead of, you know, just, rebooting, I guess, up or whatever, after their previous hosts have died. I'm just so worried. And I'm worried for Armistice now. Like, if she dies, I'm gonna throw a friggin' riot. But, like, just seeing Maeve in that vulnerable position, disheartening. Especially when, you know, Dolores was about to, you know, kill her off. I was a bit worried there, but, yeah, thankfully that's all cleared up in that. But I'm starting to think there is some potential that the Man in Black is definitely a host. I mean, how many times has he gotten shot and survived? I mean, yeah, he doesn't look, I mean, well, nor did Maeve, to be fair. Like, she got shot at a bunch of times. But, like, the Man in Black is supposed to be human. But what if we're talking about how we're basically merging hosts and humanity together, like making the humans more like the hosts or whatever, or like Ford's like idea of basically having this brand new humanity, I guess, this brand new human race. We're going back to that. What if he is both, like the Man in Black? He is basically a hybrid. I mean, first off, we got that episode in episode 4, of course, where, you know, he keeps tending to, Delos, of course, who tried one way of an after-death thing with, the whole transferring his consciousness into another host. Of course, that didn't work out so well, like Ford alluded to. That's why he uploaded himself into a cradle rather than another host. And of course, he kept testing him for fidelity and all that. I don't know. I'm just thinking there could be that potential for this kind of hybrid form of, like a host-human hybrid or something like that. And, I don't know. Maybe Ford wants only him to be on this game that he's set up for him. Because he's the only human, host hybrid. I don't know how to explain it, but if you're a human, you should be dead after that amount of shots, surely. And I am aware that there have been a few, theories going around that William is actually a host, but there is that potential that he could be a hybrid as well. So, and that's why he's, you know, the perfect candidate to play this game, of course, because he's the hybrid. So I'm sure there's some like host related material going around with the Man in Black or something like that, but I think it's not like, oh, he's a host. I think he's a hybrid. He's a great mix of both working in tandem, especially if we've had this talk about, you know, basically having humans and hosts kind of coexisting in a sense, like decode the humans to be more like the hosts and all that. So basically, William is the perfect example, I guess. If, I don't know. I'm just thinking he could be some kind of hybrid. I don't think he's a host per se. He shouldn't be alive after that many shots. Especially if Maeve is on her deathbed. And the Man in Black is kind of the same. I mean, with the host, you have a bit more resiliency, of course. But, like, that's what I'm saying. Humans, like, if you're a human, you should be dead, if anything. So, that's what I'm thinking. But yeah, it's a shame that, yeah, like I said, it's a shame that we've, lost Lawrence as well, but it was great that he tapped into, like, there was some limitations, of course, to Maeve's nice little Jedi mind trick, but, just checking that, sorry. But yeah, it was great to see Lawrence, you know, tap into what, he's enjoyed with the Man in Black and, kind of got some retribution there, but it was tragic as well with the whole daughter situation, deja vu once more, so crappy times, but holy damn, this was an entertaining episode, and it was bloody enjoyable, and I just really, really enjoyed it so much. I've got no words to describe it other than the fact that I was so amped during that episode. There was a lot of revelations, especially around the cradle being revealed. As well as, like I said, this episode is a big game changer with the fact that hosts can now permanently die, so there's no chance for, unless there's a second cradle or whatever, then that, I don't know, a backup of a backup. And also there's I was going to mention it and it completely got out of my mind. The multiple hosts of Bernard and all that, I mean, some of them have evidently been used. I was having a quick glance before it cut to the intro, and yeah, there are some that are different, like some I think there was one, I think the third one, looked like he went through hell, so, they're not really as decommissioned well, they can be, but they are not really unused or whatever. More like, it seems like they've been in, of course, play before, so, interesting stuff, but yeah, that was an intense journey of Westworld, and probably the best. I don't know. It's that or episode 4 that, in my opinion, that is the best episode, of the season so far. I mean, if there's a third episode, it's gonna be episode 3 because Armistice returned. I don't care if anyone says any different, like, if that's a shitty excuse for why it's my favourite episode. I just love Armistice, so. But yeah, that episode was hectic throughout, and I just bloody enjoyed it. So I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!